Let me break this down, okay? So understanding the SPV. First, we're going to choose the right structure. The SPVs are often set up as LLCs due to their flexibility and tax advantages. Now, of course, you want to consult with a legal and financial advisor to choose the structure that best suits you. Guess what? I'm going to even tell you who to go and use for that. Yes, I'm going to point you out in the direction of a tax professional, not a tax preparer, but a tax professional. We're going to point you in the direction of a legal professional. We have all of those people on our communication lines. Next, we're going to register the SPV. Register your SPV in the state where you want or plan to invest. This involves filing articles of organization or articles of incorporation or other necessary documents with the Secretary of State. I even have a contact where I'm going to point you in the direction with someone who's been setting up legal entities for over 30 years. Talk about professionals, not somebody who do this as a side hustle. I work with professionals, okay? Then we're gonna obtain your EIN number. This is your employer identification number. Let me tell y'all something. An EIN number has nothing to do with credit. That's for tax purposes. Everybody think an EIN number gets you $100 million in credit. It don't work like that. See, the EIN number is not the lottery number. The credit score is the lottery number. Let me say that again. The EIN number is only for tax purposes. The EIN number is not the lottery number. The credit score is the lottery number. Then we're going to raise capital for your SPV. We're going to fund the SPV through business credit funding and or personal credit funding. It doesn't matter. Let me ask you a question. You're walking down the street and there's a 50 on the ground and 100. What are you picking up? Both. That's the same way with credit. Why not pick up personal and business? It's all somebody else's money. It's all somebody else's money. As kids, we love spending our parents' money until they started lying to me, until they said, "You got McDonald's money?" It was cute until I was about 4. My parents wouldn't let me spend no more of their money on McDonald's. Then we're going to secure a mortgage. The SPV, not you personally, will apply for a mortgage to purchase the property. This keeps the debt separate from your personal liabilities. As you guys saw, that approval from my lender. This is under my company, Key Management Solutions. Roundtree does not own the properties. So yes, I show you how to set up your SPVs, go get funded, and put the properties under your businesses or your SPVs. You personally do not have to own them. We help you mitigate your liability, mitigate your risk, all of that. So by using an SPV, you can effectively manage and grow your real estate investments while minimizing risk and maximizing returns. It's a powerful tool that, when used correctly, can help you build a robust real estate portfolio. See, I'm going to show you how to minimize your risk by ensuring that the property will always debt service. Debt servicing is the amount of money required to pay the interest and principal on a loan or other debts over a specified period of time. This is done by learning how to evaluate properties and calculating expenses versus its rent. So essentially, what we do is we only go and purchase properties that can debt service, meaning it will cover all of your debts. The credit card debt, the mortgage, the taxes, the insurance, property management fee. So how I use my SPV to build 2 7-figure companies in a multi-7-figure real estate portfolio. Look, I make this very simple for you all. Okay, one of the biggest issues for small and medium-sized businesses, because most of you on here who told me who run a business, you're tired of self-funding your business. See, for most of you who run a business, I can tell you right now, one of your biggest struggles is cash flow. Here's what cash flow looks like. If you don't work in your business, do you still get paid? Yes or no? So if you have a salon, if you have a retail store, if you have a tax office, if you have a barber shop, if you have a credit repair, whatever business you have, if you stop working, do you still get paid? And if the answer is no, you have a cash flow problem. You can't afford to get sick. You can't afford to go to the hospital. You can't afford to take an extended vacation. You can't afford to live outside the country. You can't even afford new expenses, because 9 times out of 10, you are self-funding the business, which means if one thing goes wrong in your universe, the business is screwed, your personal finances is screwed. We have to change that. See, cash flow is what you are lacking. But with creating an SPV through my REI 90 program, I'm able to help you and show you how to create immediate cash flow with this one concept. See, I was able to leverage my credit or my lottery ticket, Good credit score equals winning lottery ticket. I know I keep adding more words to it, but y'all catch my drift. So I was able to get my credit in position to go and get bank funds and go to as many banks as I want. I then took those funds and secured the funds with an income producing property. See, here's something you all may or may not know. Banks were set up for two reasons. One, to lend on mortgages, and two, to lend to corporations. Let me say that again. Banks were set up for two reasons and two reasons only. To lend for real estate, or i.e. mortgages, and two, to lend, L-E-N-D, to corporations, i.e. SPVs. This is why you can have someone like a Donald Trump file bankruptcy and he can still go to the bank and get more money. This is why you can have somebody file bankruptcy, but they can still go buy real estate. See, I secured my funds by backing it by real estate. I just got off the phone with one of my banks who were about to start doing some things, and they said, Will, we are no longer offering lines of credit to new business owners because of the default rate. We only want to secure our debt backed by real estate. So when people say, oh, I'm having a hard time getting funding, that's because you playing the wrong game. See, the debt was serviced via the cash flow. So imagine being able to have a bunch of properties and it costs you nothing out of your pocket to own it.